Luxembourg City is not only the capital of the country of the same name but also an obvious choice for the top of this list of best places to visit in Luxembourg. As one of the richest cities in Europe and one of the 3 official capitals of the European Union, it's natural that there's no shortage of points of interest to explore. Of the countless cultural options that the city of Luxembourg offers its tourists, I recommend a visit to the Notre Dame Cathedral, the Grand Ducal Palace, and one of its 7 museums. Actually, Vianden is, simultaneously, a town and the capital of the canton of the same name, located in the district of Diekirch and the region of Oesling, also called Osling, in the northeast of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. Despite having just over 2,000 inhabitants, the small town is one of the most tourist destinations in Luxembourg, because of the Vianden Castle. Besides the castle, one of the best things to do in Vianden is to visit the Victor Hugo House, Literary Museum, the building where the famous French writer lived during his stay in the country. Echternach deserves a top position on this list of the best places to visit in Luxembourg, as it's the oldest town in the country. Located in the homonymous canton and in the district of Grevenmacher, it borders the German state of Rhineland-Palatinate. The history of Echternach dates back to 698, the year a Benedictine monastery was founded, which today is known as Echternach Abbey. Since then, the small medieval town has been growing and developing, and today it has several tourist attractions. Beaufort is one of the best places to visit in Luxembourg, as it's one of the few European towns with not 1, but 2 castles. And while Beaufort castles are the main attraction of this picturesque destination, there are other points of interest to discover. Of these, I highlight St. Michael's Church, in neo-Gothic style, and the Town Hall, as well as the dozens of streets with colorful houses, which make up the historic center. Like Echternach, the town of Beaufort is in the canton of Echternach and in the district of Grevenmacher. Larochette, like most destinations on this list of best places to visit in Luxembourg, local and international tourists visit Larochette mainly for its castle. And it's precisely from Larochette Castle that you get the best views over this Luxembourgish town. Larochette is located in the canton of Mersch, the only Luxembourg canton that doesn't have international borders, with the exception of the canton of Luxembourg. In the historic center of the town, you can also visit St. Donatus Church, the small textile museum, the cultural center, and the Cross of Justice, in Bleach Square. Clervaux is a town in the canton of the same name and in the district of Diekirch, in northern Luxembourg. Unfortunately, this destination became known for the Battle of Clervaux, in December 1944, one of many conflicts between Nazi forces and U.S. troops. In this town, let me suggest a visit to the Clervaux Castle, where the Museum of the Ardennes Counteroffensive is located, the Benedictine Abbey of St. Maurice and St. Maurice, the Family Man Museum, a museum with a famous photographic exhibition, the church Saints Come at Damien, and to the Loretto Chapel. The next stop on this guide to the best places to visit in Luxembourg is Edelbruck, located in the canton and district of Diekirch. If you want to visit Vianden on a day trip from the capital of Luxembourg, you'll have to travel by train to Edelbruck and then change to a bus in this same town. Edelbruck is quite a modern town compared to other destinations on this list. Examples of this are cultural spaces such as the Daychal, a venue for events, or the Cape Center for the Plural Arts of Edelbruck, a cultural center. Other than that, you can visit the General Patton Memorial Museum, named after an American soldier from the Second World War, and St. Sebastian's Church, the parish church of Edelbruck. Located in the canton of Wiltz and in the district of Diekirch, the town of Esch-sur-Alzette is one of the most charming destinations in this European country. Just like Vianden, this town grew up at the foot of the castle walls of Esch-sur-Alzette, surrounded by the river that gives it its name. Although the castle is in ruins, it's worth visiting for its panoramic views over the historic center of Esch-sur-Alzette and the surrounding green landscape. Other than that, there's nothing quite like walking these winding streets, visiting the Church of the Nativity of the Virgin Mary, or hiking the hills across the river Schur. The village of Schengen is known for 2 reasons: for its wines and for the Schengen Agreement, which was signed here on June 14, 1885. And as it's located at the most southeastern point of Luxembourg, in the canton of Remich, district of Grevenmacher. It's a bridge away from Germany and less than 1,500 meters from the French border. In the village of Schengen, you can admire the dozens of terraced vineyards, in addition to the Church of Saint Saviour, the European Schengen Museum, or European Schengen Center, the Stars Square, a memorial park, the peace totems, installed next to the River Moselle, and, of course, the Schengen Gardens and Castle. The last destination on this list of the best places to visit in Luxembourg is Mullerthal, a tiny village in the canton of Echternach and the district of Grevenmacher. But, even though its size is really small, it's impossible to dissociate this village from the homonymous region. Now, the Mullerthal region has received the popular nickname of Little Luxembourgish Switzerland, due to its geographical similarities with Switzerland. With several trails that run through dense forests, natural waterfalls, and secret caves, Mullerthal is a true paradise for outdoor and nature lovers.